How does a basic print-on-demand t-shirt store make $500,000 in 1 year on Etsy? With a simple but smart strategy. And spoiler alert, there's some room for improvement. Let's check it out. Hi, I'm Jess. I've built multiple 6- and 7-figure Etsy stores in various niches, getting sales like these, and learning the ins and outs of Etsy, Amazon, and more. A wild and crazy event led me to start a totally new life traveling abroad, giving me the unique opportunity to step back, work a lot less, and start sharing all of my Etsy insights with you. So hit that subscribe button, grab a pen and paper, and let's jump in. Hello, and thank you for joining me for another awesome video. This store is such a unbelievable success story. They are absolutely dominating the print-on-demand niche right now on Etsy, and they've only been open a little bit more than a year. They have some really clever designs in their store, and if we scroll down, I'm going to jump the gun a little bit. They have 377 listings, and I'm going to point out right off the bat that some of their designs are a little questionable, and we do tend to see that quite a bit in the print-on-demand niche, but that is not where the majority of their sales are coming from. So, surprisingly, it is the simpler designs that seem to be dominating their sales the most, and some of them are beyond mind-blowingly popular. So we're going to take a peek at exactly what strategies are helping them to secure such amazing sales. But first, let's get an idea of what kind of money this store is making. So let's dig into their Etsy store stats. Now, they have really just exploded on Etsy in the last month. So they are sitting at 30,520 sales. That's pretty impressive in terms of a new store. So their average product price, I gave them a very, very conservative $20 average price point. And you're going to see that that is a nuts price point. That is way ridiculously below their average price point. Just because I really want to give you guys realistic expectations when you're starting a store, we're going to just roll with a $20 price point. Let's look at when their oldest sale comes. I have filtered their feedback by most recent here. And if we go to the very oldest page, we can see that they actually started with custom passports and really cute little things like that. They do not sell that anymore. So they have switched niches as these shirts and sweatshirts have really just exploded in sales. So sometimes your first idea is not always a winner, even if your store's only a year old. So anyways, their first feedback comes on October 3rd of 2022. So they're about 13 months old. So keeping in mind that they've had 30,000 some odd sales and they've been open for about 13 and a half months, at a $20 price point, that puts their approximate annual sales at $563,000. That surpasses the $500,000 mark, which is just beyond bonkers. Absolute craziness. And a lot of that really does boil down to the fact that their designs are really great. They have some really funny stuff. They have some sweet stuff. A lot of their stuff is extremely popular. And like I said before, some of it is questionable in terms of copyright, but they do have a lot of really clever designs. Looking at their bestsellers here, they have some very popular stuff. And when we go to the actual listing, we can see that it is actually still on sale, and right now it's selling for $30. So even though their main storefront does not show the sale price, which is a really big glitch on Etsy's part, we can see that it is actually $30. It's a little bit more if you want a hoodie, it's actually $33. And then it's about $5 to ship. So probably really roughly between $35, $36, and like $38. So not a bad price for a hoodie. This is actually not a personalized shirt. It comes with literally saying girl mama, but they do allow you to choose the color of your design. So in their images here, you can see they have different colors that you can choose for the design. So for the words that say girl mama. And that's great, but that does make it harder to be streamlined. You can't exactly, well, you can streamline this when you're choosing colors, but it does create more work for you on the back end when you're creating the listings. So it's nice, but it's not necessary if you're making a sweatshirt. And largely, most of these orders are coming through for either black or white lettering. This is another one. This is more personalized. You can choose the name you want on it. And of course, they have those same kinds of mock-ups that they're rolling with. And you can choose the color of the text. They do have size charts as well. And they are telling you that your order will be shipped the next day. And I actually had a great question the other day from someone asking how some of these sellers, if they are using, third-party printers like Printify or something like that, how can they offer next day shipping? There are a lot of big t-shirt sellers on Etsy that are making and printing their products themselves. And as you grow, you will find that you will keep a lot more of the profit if you do print and ship these yourself. However, that also requires manpower, and it does require money because you need to purchase the equipment, you need to purchase the supplies, you need to have the blank shirts and sweatshirts, etc. on hand. Especially to ship it the next day, you need to have a good variety of sizes readily available in these different colors that you're offering in order to be able to ship it that fast. However, Printify does have printers who do ship very quickly. So for example, this one is the crew neck sweatshirt that they sell in all of their products here. Just a standard Gildan 18,000 that's really, really popular. And you can see that, for example, Monster Digital ships in less than a day. This one is 1.4 days. There are a couple international shippers as well. Like this one is in Australia, is 1.2 days. There is at the very top, I kind of skipped over Poland, so a European shipper ships in less than 1 day. So you are able to provide a pretty worldwide experience with quick shipping. Delivery time may not be so quick, but to get it out the door is not that difficult, even if you're using Printify. You just have to be careful which vendor you're choosing to do your shipping for you. Now, keeping that in mind, let's look at the next bestseller. This one is huge, and this is super popular because they offer print on the sleeves. And these are children's names, so they can be your grandchildren for a grandma shirt, or if you're buying this for like a mom. I think most people are buying this for grandma, but they do also have a version for the mom, which is even more popular than the grandma one. Printify also offers that as well. So for example, if you're looking at the print areas here, they say front side, back side. You want to look specifically for one that says that there is sleeve printing. So this one offers either sleeve. So if you look at, this is SwiftPod and they ship in 1.1 days on average. If you go into the designing, you can see that you can actually have this printed on the sleeve. This print area looks rather small, but surprisingly, if I add text, for example, you can choose the size, you can choose the font. We're going to make this, you know what, we're going to just do it this way. Make it big, enough to fit into the entire print section here, and then go to the preview, which takes forever to load. You can actually see that it's taking up a pretty decent amount of the sleeve. And they actually do have an image showing the sleeve right here. And that is much, much larger when actually printed than it looks like on this little thing. So keep in mind that I think the sleeve is if they cut it, this would be the armpit seam on this side here, and this would be connected so that it makes a round circle. So this is actually pretty large. It's bigger than it looks. So I did want to point that out, that you can still provide these awesome sleeve prints with the names, even if you're using a vendor like Printify. Okay, so We've seen quite a few of these bestsellers, but they do also have some bestsellers that are not personalized. And these are where the money really starts to stack up, because if you're using a service like Printify, you can really set it up to where the order goes directly to Printify. They ship it, they update the tracking, and you do zero work. So the only work you have to do for non-personalized listings is creating the design, listing it on Etsy, and then creating the product on Printify. And if you want to see a tutorial on how to sync that all up and put all that together, comment below and let me know. I am working on some new ideas for more content, so comment your ideas below so that I know the kind of stuff you want to see. And it can be about anything, it does not have to be Etsy related. So let's take a look at this particular bestseller. It's been bought 20 times in the last 24 hours. And as you can see, this is a pretty simple little mock-up here. They have it in a lot of their listings. And then they have the same mock-ups that you see in all of their listings. And they are not very original in terms of the mock-ups. And that is a red flag that Etsy has been looking for, is having, if you're using the same 4 images for every listing that you have, that does become kind of an automation red flag. Etsy wants sellers who are hands-on with creating their products and creating good quality products that are accurately represented compared to what the customer's going to get. So when you have a listing that looks like this, and Etsy gets their reviews, they want to see, does the print size match the mock-up? Is it accurately represented? And so on and so forth. So it is important that you're accurately representing. And one of the things that they are looking for is, are you using the same images over and over and over again? So keep that in mind. If you want to build up a variety of images to go through, there is Placeit, and Placeit does have a whole bunch. I made a little bit of a mock-up for you guys to see that you can put these on, and you can really just go through all of Placeit's different options. They have a ton. And when you find an image that you like, you can see a lot of similar images here. So when you're looking at this, you do want to make sure that the garment matches what you're selling. So you don't want it to be a hoodie, for example, if you're selling a sweatshirt, and you want the seams to kind of match up. So this is a very typical Gildan type style sweatshirt. And of course, if you don't want to have a design on the image, you can just remove the beanie design like that and clear that out. You can also change the pom-pom color, which is super cute. And the cool part is that you can access this all with your monthly subscription. You can download as many images as you want, and they have a holiday sale going on right now. So if you pay for just 1 month, it's $13.45 a month. And of course, if you end up wanting to pay annually, it's even cheaper, and it brings that cost down to about $8.50 a month. So it's definitely worth the investment. But I do really like the offerings that Placeit has for sweatshirts in specific. They have a lot of really cute ones that you're not seeing on Etsy over and over and over. And so that is something you do want to consider. You want to have nice, well done images that will be attractive and make your garment look attractive without being super repetitive and showing the same thing over and over and over. And if we look at their storefront, you just see this girl pretty consistently, and then you see the wood floor pretty consistently as well. So you do want to add a bit of variety in there, and I did want to take a quick second and point that out. So let's take a look at her SEO. This particular seller is really relying hard on repetition, and it is working. I don't care what people say, but whatever strategy you want to go with, always check your competitors first and see what they're doing and what is working, because what works, what sells, is probably the strategy you're going to want to consider as well. And of course, you can always change your strategy to match your niche and your potential audience size, especially if you're a new seller. You're going to have a little bit different goals in terms of building an SEO strategy than a very, very big seller might have. And I do have a SEO cheat sheet. I talk about it in a lot of my videos, and I did very recently launch my brand new Etsy Seller Success Workbook. I do hide codes in all of my videos, including in this video, to get a great discount. So as I was saying before, in terms of her repetition, she is really repeating a lot of words. She has floral, mama, sweatshirt, cute mom sweatshirt, Mother's Day gift, mommy shirt, new mom gift, gift for mother, mama shirt, gift for grandma. So a lot of mother, a lot of mama, a lot of mom. She has mommy in there once, and gift is in there 4 times as well. If we look at her description, she's rolling with the copy paste method, and I talk about this from time to time. It's not the best, it's not my favorite way to build a description, but for SEO purposes, it is highly effective. I do talk a lot about having an appeal statement, which can take these important keywords and put them into a couple of sentences that help buyers feel more encouraged and excited to actually buy your products. But if you can't think of something, or you're really crunched for time and you're just trying to get stuff up, the copy pasting title into the description intro does tend to work in terms of SEO benefits. Then below, she does say, hello everyone, welcome to Trend Tees apparel store. And she rolls into, you're going to find affordable, high quality designs and blah, blah, blah. Affordable is objective. She is on the higher end of pricing in terms of products, especially sweatshirts, but the quality is definitely there. The quality that you see in her feedback images is pretty high. So, she's rocking it. They are nailing it in terms of providing great quality products. If we go down to her tags, we're going to see a lot of similar things here. New mom gift, gift for mom, cool mom shirt, mama sweatshirt. A lot of that repetition here. We see floral mama sweater specifically, floral mom shirt, and then of course just a lot of that repetition on gift and mom. And so really, when it comes to putting together a really high, well-selling shirt store like this, a lot of this is going to be time. You can build your inventory up, and they've really streamlined it by using the same handful of design mock-ups here, which does make it a little bit faster for them to build these out. But the main point when you're trying to build a store like this is to get a lot of designs out. And I do say in a lot of my videos, although I think it's been a little while since I've mentioned this, but personalized products sell very well, especially around the holidays. So you're going to want to get your products in about a minimum of 12 weeks before a holiday. 20 weeks is even better. If you can start planning ahead and get things kind of a quarter before any major holiday comes up, because it can take 4 to 6 weeks for your product to really get into the algorithm and start getting some visibility. And then your customers need a few weeks to order it and have it shipped to them as well. So building up a store at the end of summer to really capitalize on the holiday season is always going to be helpful if you have personalized products, because a lot of people want those personalized products for their holiday gift giving. It's something that people don't already have. And if you can come up with something that is kind of templated like this, it doesn't take very long to change the names in your design. You can create a design on Canva, and then every time an order comes through, you just rechange the names, download the design, and jump over to Printify, delete the design, add the new one, save it, order it, you're done. It's not even a 10-minute process. And if you want to see a tutorial on that as well, please comment below. Comment all the things, guys. I want to hear all the ideas that you guys have for future videos. So in terms of opportunities missed for this seller, really this seller is selling very well, and they could definitely use more variety in their images. I'm not a big fan of their images, but they've built a great variety of personalized designs here, and some of these are even SVG purchases that you can buy right on Etsy. I see this particular design a lot. So not everything has to be designed by yourself if you're looking to build an inventory without taking a super long amount of time. But As your inventory grows, as your sales grow, your other products are going to start getting more popular as well. So really you want as many designs as possible. So definitely check out this video with the 15 hottest selling shirt designs or sweatshirt designs if you prefer in this video next.